Hello, welcome to today's episode on successfultradings.com. I think the word of the day, if we can have one, will be bis repetita for those of Latin environment, or simply rinse and repeat. Literally, because this is what has been going on in the US markets for the last 3 weeks or so. So, without any further ado, let us go ahead and dive in. Okay, well, here this is my lame attempt to highlight some of the things on what's going on SPY. So this is SPY daily charts on TradingView, and in the mix of this correction, I believe, because right now is no longer a dip. How can we tell? Let's duplicate this and look at some of the sectors that took a hit yesterday. I mean, we can do that in several manners, but in this case, let's say I'm just going to display a few oil and bank company, because those our ETF that we like to use most for oil and gas is XOP. I don't think that we are featuring it, but I mean, look at this run here, guys. Since the beginning, mid-January or anything, I have been kicking myself, to be frank with you, because I haven't been trading this vehicle at all. And most of the time, the option gains, they are cheap. They are cheap. Let's be frank. But even the other day, I think somewhere here, I kicked myself because I was like, okay, why didn't you actually apply the Melissa trade on it or anything? So for those who do not know about the Melissa trade, that's what we have been featuring on this channel. I will show that to you very shortly. But here the point is that all crashed yesterday, literally. I mean, it has been on a downtrend for as long as well. Any asset, any stock, or anything that you are trading, once they fall below the moving average, okay, this is the invitation, a great invitation for you to have puts on it permanently, really. I mean, and just for safety measure, but if you took long term, imagine if you took long term here, a monthly puts on this thing when it was trading at 23 or something. Actually, after it just dropped below the moving average, exponential 50 moving average, you have been making money steadily without any shame. Those are the type of trades really that they are to be easier for us. I didn't have that. So hey, mea culpa to me. I'm sure, but I'm just showcasing here that all crashed yesterday. The other sector that really was bad yesterday are the banks. And that's one hurt me even further. I didn't have the trade, but for me, it hurt me in the sense missing the trade. I traded this very JP Morgan stock on puts. When was it? Jeez. Last week? I think it was here, somewhere here, I believe. Yeah. And then I let it go. I let it go after just literally a couple of hours. I think once it bounced it back, and I was wrong. I was wrong big time, because the next day, on Thursday, I could have been making money. That wasn't enough. On Friday, I could have made more money. So it's just, there's so many opportunities in the market that's so volatile. So I miss on oil, I miss on banks. So quite frankly, where can I possibly have been making money on? Well, I've been making money on SPY. So to the nth degree, applying one single strategy. Again, that's the Melissa trade that's featured in this article that was written, when was this article written on the blog? December 31st. We published this blog on what were our observation about SPY, and we put that in this article called 2020 Option Trading Tips, I believe. So there are many videos that are featured on based on this article where I illustrate which that's going on. So the purpose of this study to show you the opportunity. So this is the trade. This is the Melissa trade pretty much. Well, the Melissa trade, I mean, when we apply it in the sense that we apply it to everything. So if yesterday you apply, or on Friday rather, you apply the Melissa trade strangling banks or oil, No, I mean any other assets actually you made good money. So for us, the trade that's we made our money on SPY. Can I share that? So we strangle on Friday on SPY, taking a call, a 306 call at 63 cents. And what was the other leg? So the other leg was bought late, I believe. We took, what was that? We took a put, a 288 put that I should have here. Here we go. So at 179, so that's about a cost of 240 something. And yesterday we sold it at the open before the halt. Yeah, because the US market halted yesterday. We sold it for $12. So that's not bad at all. So our overall gain on that trade was almost 400%. That's a tiny trade that we took on. The other winning trade yesterday for us was day trading Twitter. Twitter actually yesterday, oh my goodness, I need to go to that chart because this is the very embodiment of day trading. Where is that? So let's go to Twitter here. Okay, so let's go to the 15 minute because that candle doesn't, well, it tells you something because of the upper wick, the upper shadow, but really to view it in full light, let's go to the 15 minutes. This is Twitter daily yesterday, guys and gals. Okay, open down like everybody else. So meaning if you apply the Melissa trade, you made money right from the open, and then you rolled it on calls for 3 points. More than 3 points. Yeah, three and a half points from 31.50. Let's say you entered there at 32 after this candle here. You went all the way to 35 and then you shorted it here on the top. Why was that actually? Actually, this was an easier trade for us, though we didn't carry it all the way. When they started the shenanigans here, the exponential moving average, we closed it and then we took another one. I think we were trading the 34 puts. There's a level of resistance last week that's we were consistently being hit at 35.50. So when it failed to carry on after at 35, 36 under, just wait on it. I wasn't very patient yesterday at all because this market, I don't trust it at all when they have so much volatility. So I put in the trade if within my timeline, even though it was a Monday, I was not in the mood of giving back any of the gains that I got. So Twitter gave me decent gain on this yesterday, and we just decided to bail out. So where do we go from here? So if we go back to so going back to our chart, that's what we started up with. So why are we saying that it's a rinse and repeat or a bis repetita type of thing? So this trend on here, as of now, we closed at 274 yesterday on Monday. So I have put on here the past rallies after the market have sold off. So here's one of them. That's what these airplanes or whatever are supposed to represent. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't that good in drawing in engineering school, but here's like a run on here. Here's a run on here. The levels are what we're interested in. Look at this one. We are exactly at that same level. We are slightly above here at 290. So will they start a run later on this week? We are not sure. Potentially, if things go the other way, this is where we are going. As scary as it may be, we are standing at 274. Obviously, last week, if we were to tell somebody that, hey, from 310, we were going to be just 2 days, 3 days later, we are going to be at 274. Can I say, nah, that's not possible, right? Well, same thing right now. We are looking at 274 on SPY or so. This 240 will match this previous low here back in December of 2008. I'm not saying that's going to be good there, but you need to be open to that potential. That's, as a trader, that's what's will bring you great reward. So the bis repetita, it's even more than that. Look at the alternance last week of patterns between green, red, green, red, green, red. So should I go on a limb to say that with tomorrow, meaning in 6 hours time, since I'm Euro time zone here, when the US session opened, we are bound to actually see a nice green candle, just like this one that they featured last week here, or this one. As of now, it looks to be going that way. Why? Here are the futures. I'm not sure. Let's see, Finwiz. It's slightly delayed. Does it have 15 minutes? Yeah, it's delayed by 20 minutes, but it doesn't matter. I think the future for SPY and everybody think all of the other indices were like 3.5% up just an hour ago or so. So yeah, potentially they may just decide to make it run. I mean, the pattern look like this is a Nasdaq on here. So what do you think that I took as trade yesterday at the end of the day? So yes, absolutely. I took some. I think I had Wednesday 291 call. And then for Friday, I think I have 294, but I'm no fool, right? So no. I fully applied the Melissa thing as well. So I think I have put in the 250s as well. So that's just how the trading is going now. Swing trading seems to be working more than even day trading, because in the day trading they're playing games. I mean, SPY yesterday, day trading it. Let's see if we go to 15 minutes. Okay, that would be nice without the picture on the way. So on the 15 minutes chart, yeah, I mean, geez, I don't know about you, but day trading this, I didn't try. After I sold that winning put, swing put from Friday here, I just relaxed, I chilled. I was just watching it. And that's actually something that I encourage you to do, because there are several days where they're going to do that. There is another day where they did that here. It's just not much. You trust me. There's not much money to be made on here, so not much. Toward the end, I was expecting, or I was not expecting per se. I was thinking they will make it run like they have been doing, but they didn't do that. So that means that Tuesday, please be ready for the last hour, because just last week we noticed that they did not make it run just on one day, right? For the last hour, so the last 60 minutes of the trading. So Monday, 278 to 274 here, the last candle. This is just to put people off. This is actually why I took an extra call in the 15 minutes after the session. So let me give you a piece of nugget on here. The ETFs, that is SPY, QQQ, the Russell 2000 RWM, and the Dow Jones DIA. After the session, the US session closed at 4 p.m. Eastern time, New York time. You have 15 minutes where you can still trade those ETF that I just mentioned to you. So this is actually, I kid you not, like the put that I bought here on Friday, I bought it after the session, because the puts were twice as expensive as calls. So I was waiting for them to see if they were the market makers will update the option chain. They didn't. So for me, that was a hint that, oh, geez, I actually regret now. I should have taken more. Right now, I'm trying to not take any risk on this market. So some of the gains, though they may seem impressive to you guys, but it's just because of the large volatility. So I'm really shy on putting any money on these trades at this time, because of so much instability. Things could just go haywire. And even like selling the position, like yesterday, you will see the spread just the first 5 minutes. If you were a newcomer, you could have panicked yesterday to see, oh, what price am I going to be selling my winning puts, which was deep in the money, yet the spread was so awful. And they do that on purpose. They do that to throw people off. So I just had to wait. I put my sell order in, and I just had to wait. So that's really the takeaway for today. If you learned something new today, keep doing the Melissa, aka swing trades on SPY or Apple. Some of those assets, AMD is one of them. JD we talked about as well. Twitter seems to be moving, and MU is another one. Though you can just find your own. Find a stock on your own watch list and get ahead and do that. You can do that on QQQ as well, by the way. The reason why SPY, we like SPY so much is because it has those Monday, Wednesday and Friday expiration, such that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to hold a contract for 6 days, for 5 days, like on QQQ. So QQQ, for instance, if I have to strangle back and forth on QQQ, all of a sudden my initial risk can just grow. Okay, I hope we are at the end of this video for today, getting us ready for Tuesday US markets trading. Please subscribe, like, comment, share your questions, share your thoughts in the comment section, and we certainly will strive to get back to you. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.